Well, the election campaign starting gun is yet to be fired, but already the air is thick with flung mud. The opposition leader accusing the government of peddling dirt, defending accusations of shady share trading and undeclared property dealings.
The Prime Minister's office is shopping around dirt sheets at the moment.
Peter Dutton today striking back amid a growing scandal.
This nonsense that they're peddling is driven by the Prime Minister's desperation to throw mud.
The opposition leader facing questions about insider trading during the GFC in 2009.
All you've got is mud.
Coward's Castle.
Yeah.
Grubby. It's so grubby, Minister.
It was just a coincidence, was it?
The coincidence in question, Dutton's move to buy major bank shares at record lows just before the Rudd government's $4 billion bailout. At the time, the then Shadow Finance Minister had not bought or sold shares in 3 years.
How much profit did he make on those share trades?
You guys are so grubby.
Was he aware that the government was about to bail out the banks?
Murray, you are the king grub.
After the bailout, some of the shares soared in value, Dutton selling them for a killer profit just weeks later.
There's no information that I've been privy to that influenced any decision about any share that I've bought. I've declared all of that detail that's required to be declared.
Dutton today also forced to defend a reported $30 million worth of property dealings.
They've trawled through every transaction of my life.
Buying and selling 26 real estate investments across 35 years, accused of declaring some to Parliament late, partially, or not at all.
And they've come up with the fact that we've bought and sold properties.
Maybe that's why he doesn't understand the cost of living pressures that people are under.
You're disgusting.
This is the point, is that he hasn't declared all of them.
This is all you've got. You're gross.
What's wrong with Dutton making money out of property? Haven't you as well?
I make no comment about Peter Dutton's matters. That's a matter for him.
The opposition leader has accused the government of firing up the Dirt Unit, a team of political operatives used by all sides of politics to dig up dirt on their rivals.
If the Prime Minister has some claim to make, don't get his lackeys to push it out there. Get up and make the claim yourself.
Our political history littered with Dirt Unit victims.
Who on earth catches a helicopter from Melbourne to Geelong?
Ms Bishop called me to let me know that she would be resigning.
They are using the public service as a dirt unit to play political games in the lead up to an election.
So is the Dirt Unit behind the latest string of stories? What's the political damage for Dutton?
What a grub.
Well, Sam Maiden broke the share trading scandal story and she's with us now. Sam, Peter Dutton has come out swinging in response to your yarn. Just how persuasive did you find his answers?
Look, I think it was really important that he told his story in his own words, and we hadn't heard that until now. We first went to him with questions about his share trading during the global financial crisis on Thursday. His office asked for more time, which was absolutely fine. Actually, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. And then on Friday, I actually interviewed him live in Adelaide, and his office were like, are you going to hit him during that with the share trading issue? And I said, of course not. We want to give you time to go and investigate it, have a look at all your records, all that time. So we gave them 4 or 5 days in the end, and it was really surprising that finally on Monday, when we got the response, it was just 1 or 2 lines, one saying something about dirt units and the other one saying that he'd updated the register in the normal way. And so it wasn't until today, really, that he gave a fuller explanation.
I mean, insider trading is pretty serious stuff. Is there any prospect that this could go further?
No, I don't think there's any suggestion of that. I mean, the term insider trading is being thrown around more by journalists. I don't think that that is necessarily a firm allegation of any description that the Labor Party have made. But the Prime Minister kind of gave it a bit of a tickle in the sense that he was asked that by a journalist and he said these are questions for Peter Dutton. But I don't think there's any suggestion of that. It's really just asking the question, how is it that a guy that doesn't seem to be super into the share portfolios, hasn't bought or sold any for the last couple of years according to the register, suddenly turns up on January the 23rd, 2009, bada bing, bada bow, buys up 3 big banks worth of shares, and then the next day they make this big announcement. Not his team, you know, it was a Labor government and he was in opposition, and it was great timing, and the shares went up 20%. So that's why people are asking the question all these years later.
Just quickly on the property stuff, I seem to remember a time where the coalition, especially the deputy leader, they were really upset that the PM brought an expensive house. This is a mainstay, it seems, of political outrage. How do these two stories, the Dutton one and the Albanese one, compare?
Well, I mean, the Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, interestingly enough, has been trying to make that connection. I asked him on Friday whether or not he was negative gearing Copacabana, the holiday house that he bought for $4 million on the New South Wales Central Coast. He was pretty cranky, I have to say, with the question. And he said in their response, he said, I think you'll find that Peter Dutton owns more property than I do. He doubled down in another podcast interview with Neil Mitchell this week, suggesting that maybe Peter Dutton not only owns all this property, but he's sort of put some of it in a share, a sort of situation with a family trust. Obviously, Peter Dutton's come out today and said that's not the case.
Sam Maiden, can't wait for this election to be over. It's not even begun yet. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.